Are you planning to visit Morocco and ask yourself what you should focus on? Is Morocco just this blue city and a lot of carpets? Is it dangerous to travel, or is it an Arabian dream come true? Let's find out now.
But let's start at the beginning. First, you have to get to Morocco. The country has a lot of international airports, and depending on which region you would like to explore first, search for the nearest airport of your preferred city. This is the easiest and fastest way to reach the country. If you're coming from any of the Mediterranean countries on the European side, you could also hop on a ferry to get there. Consider arranging an airport pickup with your hotel in advance, especially if you stay in the Medina, the old town of each city.
The reason to do so is rather simple. Usually the streets are very narrow, so that just smaller cars or even only scooters would fit. Therefore, they just drop you off at the nearest gates, and you have to carry your luggage all the way to your hotel. Usually Moroccan people are friendly and will be happy to help you, although always asking for a compulsory tip. You might just find someone passing by carrying a wheelbarrow and offering you to carry your luggage to the hotel.
As an alternative, there are the so-called Petits and Grand Taxis. Petit taxis operate throughout the city and the airport, while Grand Taxis are allowed to drive also outside and between cities. Of course, Grand Taxis are a bit higher priced. Remember though, to negotiate prices beforehand or insist on using the meter. Prices after 9 p.m. are usually 50% higher. A normal price for a Petit Taxi from the airport to the Medina should be around 70 Moroccan dirham. If you like being flexible, rent your own car. Just be advised that there are a few public parking spaces around the old town. Though, we only recommend renting a car if you're doing a road trip. The Medina of any city can be explored easily by foot.
Quick break! Thank you for watching our travel guide to Morocco. If you're interested in a wide variety of travel-related content, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell not to miss any videos. The official currency in Morocco is the Moroccan dirham. 10 dirham are almost equivalent to 1 euro. Usually we prefer changing our money directly at the airport and pay the driver in the local currency. Many of the drivers would also accept US dollars and euro. It is also surprisingly safe for tourists to change money at any of the small exchange offices, which can be found throughout the city. They may also offer better rates than the ones at the airport. In general, Morocco is a relatively budget-friendly travel destination.
As already mentioned, the Medina is best explored by foot. Though, consider using your navigation app on your smartphone, as there are so many small streets and alleys that it's rather easy to get lost. Sometimes not even Google can help you. If so, just ask a local for the way, but always be prepared to pay them a small amount for their help, or the situation may get a little bit uncomfortable. In general, Moroccans always tend to ask you for a tip, even if it's just for making a photo or video of them. For Marrakech, there is also a free travel guide and map application called Marrakech Riad Travel Guide. You can find the link in the description. To reach places that are a bit further away, consider taking a taxi by just waving at them. A great part of Moroccans speak beside Arabic, either French or Spanish, as their second language. English should be no problem too, at least in the main tourist areas. We personally had a very pleasant experience by using the local train also to travel between cities. We felt very safe, it was very clean, and first-class prices are very affordable. There is even a direct night train that travels all the way from Tangier to Marrakech, taking about 10 hours.
The climate of Morocco is divided into 3 areas. In the northwest and at the coastline, there is a Mediterranean climate. In the midland, in the southeast and south, there is a desert climate, and in between there are the Atlas Mountains with a continental climate. Therefore, temperatures vary quite a bit, although summers in general are warm and can even be very hot. Winters are usually very humid. In the Atlas Mountains, it could also be snowing. Rabat, the capital of Morocco, has an average day temperature of 22 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Speaking in general, the best time to visit this beautiful country is from May to October.
No matter the city, you should consider to book a riad in the old time. The souks in the Medina, that's what the big Arabian marketplaces are called, contain thousands of different shops. Restaurants and many of the tourist attractions are located within walking distance too. Also, the unique flair makes you feel like you've traveled back in time to the Middle Ages. The word riad comes from the Arabic and means garden. Therefore, these townhouses were former homes of the rich and noble, built around the courtyard or a garden. You can find the links of our favorite ones in the description down below.
Morocco in general is a safe place to travel even for women. However, consider not going out alone in the evening and pay attention to pocket pickers. Further, as being a Muslim country, you should dress appropriately. It doesn't mean you have to wear a headscarf or long jeans at 35 degrees Celsius, but as a general rule, it is recommendable to cover shoulders and knees. Be advised that in Morocco it is not possible to visit a mosque for a non-Muslim. If you want to learn more about scams in Morocco and to be prepared for your next trip, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button to get notified about our upcoming video to the most common scams and things you should know before traveling Morocco.
Morocco has a huge amount of places to explore. We could make a whole nother video about it. We just tried to give you a little overview over the best places to visit and further really encourage you to do a road trip to the imperial cities of Morocco, including Fez, Marrakech, Meknes and Rabat. Marrakech. Even though it's not the capital, Marrakech might be one of the busiest and most touristy cities in Morocco. It gives you endless possibilities of shopping and many beautiful sites to visit in and around the city. The famous Jama El Fna Square or a day trip to the Ozout waterfalls, just to name a few. Marrakech itself is famous for its many rooftop restaurants, offering an amazing view, especially during sunset. It also has an international airport and can easily be reached by train.
Chefchaouen. In our opinion, Chefchaouen is on top of the list of the most beautiful places in the world. The ancient city is entirely painted in different shades of blue, thus called the Blue Pearl of Morocco. As it has no airport itself, consider flying to Tangier first. From there, take a bus or car to Chefchaouen, which takes approximately 2.5 hours. Consider spending a full day or even one night in this truly charming place. Be advised to buy your ticket for your drive back immediately after arriving in Chefchaouen, because they are sold out very quickly and can only be bought there, so you're not getting stuck unplanned.
Aït Ben Haddou. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is an ancient village and former fortress called Kasbah. Located at the foot of the High Atlas Mountains, its buildings date back to the 17th century. The best way to reach Aït Ben Haddou is by car or private driver, and is a place you surely won't forget so fast. The nearest city with an airport is Marrakech.
Fez. Fez is one of the oldest cities worldwide, and its ancient Medina is part of the UNESCO World Heritage. Furthermore, the city is famous for the ancient tanneries, where local men are processing hides of different animals to leather. Even if the smell in the tanneries is rather bad, you cannot miss to visit this place when you are in the area. Fez is equipped with an international airport, therefore very easy to reach.
Agadir. Agadir is Morocco's main beach town, lying on the shores of the Atlantic Ocean. Being the perfect place for surfers and younger travelers, it attracts over 1 million visitors a year. Even if temperatures are warm and pleasant all year round, swimming in the sea is probably something for the braver ones only, as the water temperatures rise to a maximum of 22 degrees in the summer months. When going there, you'll notice that this place is not like the other parts of the country, having a rather European flair. Even the dress code seems not to be that strict here. However, you should wear your swimsuit only at the beach. Agadir provides a lot of beautiful beach resorts and attractions like a Ferris wheel, a crocodile park and a hot air balloon ride.
Sahara. The the Sahara Desert takes approximately 20% of the country's surface. A very unique adventure is to do an overnight trip and sleep in a luxurious tented camp under the stars. Let the Bedouins show you the way. Try sandboarding or riding a camel, or even taste some camel milk, which is said to have many health benefits.
After some surfing and sightseeing, you might get hungry. So the question is, what should you eat and drink in Morocco? As already mentioned, Morocco is a Muslim country, so just a few of the restaurants are serving alcohol and pork. Locals tend to drink a lot of tea all year round. Moroccan tea is mainly mint tea with lots of sugar in it. So if you are a person who doesn't like that much sweetness, remember to tell the waiter or the waitress that you like the sugar to be served separate. That's also the main reason why many Moroccans have problems with their teeth.
During Ramadan, the Muslim fasting month, there is a high chance that many of the shops, restaurants and sites are closed or just open in the evening after sunset, when eating and drinking is allowed again. Of course, this is not applying to tourists, though you should respect their culture and try not to eat, drink or smoke in front of others during the day. Also, consider dressing even more conservatively during this month. A dish that probably every restaurant has on its menu is the tagine, a dish named after the pottery in which it is cooked. Usually it is a rice or couscous-based dish with vegetables and sliced meat, though there are many different variants.
So the question remains, should you visit Morocco? In our opinion, this African country is way more than Chefchaouen and Marrakech, and you can have a truly amazing vacation.
We never felt unsafe during our stay and we really enjoyed bargaining and talking to locals. A huge thanks goes to our friends Khalid and Salem, who gave us the opportunity to have a very pleasant day trip to the outskirts of Marrakech.
We can only recommend to explore this beautiful country by yourself and hope we could give you some ideas for your trip to Morocco.
Thank you for watching and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.